The double thumb technique can be broken down into 4 basic steps. Going down and up with your thumb, down, up, pluck, down, up, pluck, pluck, and then eventually doing all of that on one string. I'm going to go into detail on each of these now so that you can get started with the technique today, and I'm going to highlight some struggle areas that you might want to avoid. Okay, start off by positioning your thumb parallel to the string. Now strike the string with your thumb so that it goes through the string and then lands on the string below. From here, it's just a simple case of bringing your thumb back up through the string. Now, you can do this on various points of the bass. Personally, for me, I like doing it near the neck, but it's completely up to you. Okay, so to start working on this technique, just start off really slowly and just focus on one note per string for now. Even at this point, if you're at the very beginning, you might find yourself missing the string or struggling a little bit with your accuracy. That's completely normal, and it's a sign that you just need to slow it down even more. Once you're a bit more comfortable, you can start doing a chromatic pattern, doing a different note for each attack. That said, one mistake that I see beginners make is that they're very eager to get the down and up pattern happening in one quick motion. This is great because you want to have efficiency, however, sometimes it can lead to the upstroke being an afterthought. This makes the sound uneven and kind of clumsy. So here's a quick exercise you can do to help you with that. Just use the same chromatic pattern from earlier, but what you want to do is to mute the downstroke and then unmute the upstroke. So you're only going to hear the notes on the upstroke. This should encourage you to focus on a clean, intentional upstroke. Now let's introduce the index finger pluck. We're going to start really simple, so go to the 7th fret of the A string, the E, and then do down and up on the E, and then pluck the 9th fret of the D string, the B. Now take a look at my right hand as it's doing the downstroke. You can see that by the time my thumb is through the string, my index finger is already in position to start the pluck. This means I can use less motion as opposed to having my fingers spread out. Now, a common struggle I see, especially for people coming from a more traditional slap bass background, is they want to dig their finger really deep under the string. However, the double thumb technique is almost more of a vertical motion. It's kind of like you're popping the string by pulling it upwards rather than yanking it out to the side, if that makes any sense. This will become important when you start doing faster lines, and especially when you start doing the technique all on one string. So keep working on this until you feel comfortable, then start moving the pattern around. Switching between perfect fifths and octaves is a great way to get used to this down-up-pluck motion. Alright, now take the same pattern and introduce your second finger for the down-up double pluck. Practice this very slowly and make sure each pluck gets an equal amount of attention. Now, a really cool thing you can start working with is arpeggios with a different pluck for each string. Now, if you want to play longer melodies and you want even more freedom of expression with the double thumb technique, you're going to want to practice all of this on one string. Start off with a simple down-up-pluck, just on one string on one note. Work on that slowly until you're comfortable, and then you can start moving that around. From here, you can start assigning different notes to each attack, so you can work with a major scale, 3 notes per string, for example. Now, this part's really important because I see this particular issue come up quite a lot, and a lot of players don't even realize why it's happening to them. It's a common mistake I see where people are choking the second note. What do I mean? Well, oftentimes at the beginning, you might be bringing in your index finger so quickly after the upstroke that it's actually muting the note produced by the upstroke. So when you're practicing your scales with the down-up motion, pay particular attention to the upstroke and make sure that the second note is ringing out clearly. Here's an exercise you can use that combines down-up-pluck on one string and down-up-pluck across strings. Once you start to get that down, you can introduce the second finger And here's another exercise you can use to help you with that too. And you can see that by combining these techniques, you've got a variety of ways to play melodies and solos and grooves. So good luck with it. If you're looking for some more tips as a next step, I've got a video for that as well. And if you enjoyed this bass video and you want to see more, then please subscribe and have a good day.